Hey y'all, welcome back to the American Bikers. Glad y'all could stop by. We're going to continue our a brother's love story. This is basically going to kind of be a part 3, or we're going to talk about Terry's life, kind of how he was, give you an idea of who he was, what he believed in, stuff like that. And I even got notes so I won't lose track. Hey, I'm trying. But, you know, back before Terry had his accident, he lived life, wow. To me, at that time, he lived life kind of crazy. So did my little brother. To me, but that was just me. To them, it was a natural, everyday thing, They were both pretty wild from pretty much the day they were born. I was the one that was pretty much laid back, whatever. They used to say I was daddy's pick because I was a junior. They used to beat up on me and tell me that I was mom and dad's pick, or dad's pick because I was a junior. You know how kids are. I mean, it's just what you do, especially brothers. Oh God. Anyway, there was 3-4 things that man always he always lived through his whole life, no matter what. And that was drinking, dancing, women, and fighting. Okay, 5. He loved riding his motorcycle. He didn't have one back then that I know of, but he got a 650 special shortly after that, and I think it was either that or he had a 450 Nighthawk at one time too, and it was one of those two. I'm thinking it was the 450 that he wrecked. I ain't for sure. It may have been 650. Anyway, we're getting off track here. But he was riding that the night that he had his accident, and it paralyzed him, or well, anyway, it made him a paraplegic. He was paralyzed from the stomach, middle of the stomach down. He doctors told him that they didn't live, I think it was, don't get me wrong, I may be, I don't know. But I'm pretty sure I'm right though. The doctors told him that it would take, that most paraplegics, I'll get it out here sooner or later, don't live past 10 years. I may be wrong, give or take. I think he lived longer than that. He lived 20 years after or past, something like that, what they said. He never let anybody tell him what he could or could not do. Even when he was in that chair, they told him that he wouldn't be able to ride a motorcycle again, or he wouldn't be working on cars. He owned a mechanic shop. He used to put out some, oh man, people used to take stuff to him. A paraplegic, he would figure out how to get up in there, and he would work on that thing. He had a Dodge pickup he took the motor out of and built by himself. Took it out of there and everything and put it back in. That says something for a paraplegic, man. I don't know if I could do that. He ended up getting a Honda V65 Magnum, and he took it and he welded and fabricated, and he put this freaking thing on the side of it like a flat grate or whatever, and he'd bring his wheelchair up on there, and he'd get up over on the bike, and they had moved his shifter up where he had a hand shifter, and he still had his clutch and brake up here, but it was 3 wheels. He'd sit on the bike and ride it, just like you or me. He rode that thing everywhere. His wheelchair right there next to him. He just throw himself over in his wheelchair, drop the gate, pull his wheelchair off, and there he was. He was very determined, strong-willed. Some people would have called him bullheaded. He had a temper. Whew, he had a temper. But all of us do at some point or another, you know. I mean, it is what it is. There was a few people that they thought, you know, that knew him from back in the day when he had his legs, and they thought, well, he ain't got no legs now, we can whoop his ass. Well, you know, there was sometimes, you know, he'd get his ass whooped, but I'm telling you, there was more times than not that they got a big surprise. Because in that wheelchair or not, he didn't take no bullshit from nobody, and he was not afraid to scrap. He told me straight up one time, he goes, I get them on this chair and I get them in my hands. They ain't getting loose. And I kind of started laughing. I was like, yeah, well, he threatened me, say he was going to run me over with his chair. And I told him, I was like, no, you won't. And he said, why won't I? I said, because by the time I get done running around in circles, your ass going to be dizzy. You're going to be going down through there like you a drunk freaking wheelchair rider. You know, we got mad at each other through the years, you know, and didn't, and I don't know what happened one time, but him and another older brother of mine that passed away too, they kind of disowned me. I have no idea why, but it's kind of ironic, you know, the way everything pans out, you know. Here it is now, you know, after all this time and everything going on, that he's right in there, and I'm trying to do everything I can to get his last wish, you know, and that's to go on his last ride. And on that note, I've been putting my PayPal email down in the description there on my videos. If y'all want to contribute, donate, help out, whatever, however, whatever. Anyway, with getting Christine going and maybe us taking him on this last ride, it'd be very welcome, very much appreciated. And hopefully y'all stick around. Hopefully we can keep this going and keep it interesting for you, basically enough for you. I plan on taking y'all every step of the way with me. So regardless, you know, it's just down there. If somebody feels that they want to, nobody needs to, you know, it ain't an obligation. It's just there in case somebody decides they want to. It'd be awesome. But we're gonna go ahead and cut this short. We're going to be over 8 minutes before this is over here. Y'all, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for listening to my stories, and thanks for subscribing. All you new subscribers, wow, I hit 90 subscribers, and I got my 95 subscribers. What was it, last night? I got them both in the same day, which was awesome. Thank you. Welcome to the American Bikers family. Hopefully that we can keep this going, and hopefully I can meet a bunch of y'all and everything else here sooner or later. But y'all be safe. Keep the rubber side down and the chrome side up. And God bless y'all. And don't ride faster than your angels can fly. We'll catch y'all on the next one. Later.